Let's take a look at your Saturday morning forecast. Now, if you look behind me on the iCam here, we actually do see a little bit in the way of blue skies today. We do expect some isolated breaks of sunshine, especially as we head towards the sunset hours. But for the most part, we're going to be staying overcast as the day goes on. Right now, our temperature at 64 degrees, and we don't expect to rise much higher than that. Good visibility right now, dew point at 61, so it's a little bit muggy out there. Not too bad, but we do have that rain that's been making its way off to the north and west across our viewing area. But there you see some of that cloud cover actually making its way out of the Springfield area temporarily. Again, expecting mostly overcast conditions throughout the day today. Showers as you head out on Route 2 west towards Buckland and then the Berkshires. We do have some moderate shower activity as well as we head throughout this 9 o'clock hour here. So taking a look at your temperatures right now, again, what you see right here for your currents is what we expect mostly for our highs, mid-50s to the mid-60s. Once again, we have the warmest of the weather down near the Springfield area itself. Westfield clocking in at 61, 60 in Northampton, Belchertown at 63. We have mid to upper 50s across northern and western portions of our viewing area, which is very similar to what we see with the dew points. Of course, we've had a very saturated atmosphere over our area for the last couple of hours, especially that morning commute, very hectic, and those downpours this morning. Definitely a cause for concern. So here are your high temperatures forecast for today, maybe raising another degree or two in some locations. But as we take a look at year 24, you can see showers wrapping back in as the system pulls away off to our north and east. We do see some moderate shower activity for the afternoon, for the evening hours as well, where we actually look to drop our temperatures into the 50s and then down into the 40s during the overnight hours. Eventually, as we head throughout overnight tonight and into your Sunday, first we get rid of that cloud cover and then we raise those temperatures back up into the 60s, which is still cooler than we should be for this time of year by about 10 to 15 degrees, depending on where you are exactly. But taking a look at your forecast for today from the Storm Prediction Center. So a chance for a general thunderstorm, non-severe in nature, could be embedded with some of these showers as we head later throughout the afternoon. Other than that, mostly just some moderate rain. And as we take a look at what we're expecting in terms of our rain as we go throughout the rest of the day today, isolated pockets of heavier precipitation is possible, but generally another 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of rainfall is expected throughout the rest of your Saturday. So overnight tonight, we drop things down into the lower to upper 40s. First, we get rid of the precip, then we get rid of the clouds as well, and some of that heat is allowed to escape the atmosphere when we do that. And for tomorrow, we do expect some pockets of sunshine and clouds with mid-50s to mid-60s. Once again, our forecast highs that we're expecting. Now, this changes as we head a little bit later into the start of next week. So we rise back into the 70s and then eventually head up into the 80s and even our first chance at the 90-degree mark for many locations as we head into next Thursday. Let's take a closer look at that on the 10-day. As you see, Monday, very seasonable. We have some breezy, sunny conditions, and then very nice for your Tuesday and Wednesday, at least in terms of our sunshine, but we get a little bit more muggy as we head towards the end of the week. And eventually that leads to a cold front coming through our area for Friday, some showers and thunderstorms possible, and then we dip back down to where we should be for this time of year. Susan?